Bounce house insurance. Again, another boring topic, but we have to cover it. So let's jump right in, guys. Super important. There are a lot of insurance companies out there who will charge you super high rates incorrectly in the party rental business. This business is not very mainstream. There's a certain way to cover it. I'm no expert, but I know that I've been overcharged. I'm currently dealing with being overcharged for my company, and I had to switch companies. So here's what I wish I knew when I started. I'm going to go through party rental business insurance, and the main thing about this is how to get quotes so that you do not overpay. As always, comment your city and your state on this video at the end so I know that you made it to the end. Let's jump right in. So you're going to bust open the insurance comparison worksheet. This is very important. You can get a list of companies that I recommend you get quotes from here. So you want to go to this link and you will see a list of companies to get in, quotes from. And then once you're there, you are going to call those companies or contact them online, write the company name, and here you're going to write what kind of coverage they're giving you. For example, liability or whatever, and how much they're covering, like 1 million, whatever the whatever is required in your state. I think it's 2 million total, 1 million per occurrence or whatever. You're going to do that. And then class. This is the most important thing. What are they classifying you as? Are they classifying you as a theme park, as as roller coaster rides? That's what a lot of these places will do. They'll classify you as like a theme park roller coaster, and then you'll pay a crazy fee versus something else. Again, I'm no expert, but you want to go ahead and write these down. What is their annual quote, monthly quote, and really important, do they charge a COI fee? What is a COI fee? COI stands for Certificate of Insurance. If you want to do business with schools, parks, sometimes churches, a lot of these big events, they will require a certificate of insurance. Now, a certificate of insurance, I don't mean just a copy of your insurance. They will ask you to provide a certificate of insurance that covers them as an added insured. What that means is you will have to contact your insurance company, usually by email, or they might have an app, and say, hey, I need you to add the Chicago Park District as an added insured to my policy. So what they'll do is they'll add the Chicago Park District or whoever you're delivering to, or the Chicago Public School, to your policy for 1 day, just for that event. And that will cover them in case you do damage to their facility. So let's say you're setting up at a park and I don't know, you stick and you hit something and there's thousands of dollars in damage, they're covered. Or you take down a tree. I don't know. It's never happened, but they do require to cover them under your insurance. It's kind of bizarre when you think about it. Like, why don't you use your own insurance? But that's just the way a lot of these places operate. So you will have to request many certificates of insurance from your insurance if you are successful. I hate them. I try not to do parks for other reasons, but so we don't do as many anymore. But some insurance companies will charge you per certificate of insurance. For example, $10, $20. Most companies will not charge you anything, right? It'll be included. It's usually within 24 hours. They will send you a certificate of insurance that says this person is covered under Tariq's insurance for this day. And that's it. So you want to make sure that's there. Get from at least 3 different companies, get quotes. Here's the companies that I recommend you get quotes from. You can find them here. And then once you do that, you can go ahead and make a decision. And that's pretty much it. Insurance is one of those things that you just do one time, and they will audit you at the end of the year to ask to see how much you actually made versus how much you told them, because that's how insurance works. Your rate is based on how much you expect to make. It's a little weird, but once you fill out your insurance, they're going to ask you, how much do you expect to make in the next 12 months? By the way, if you made it this far in the video, comment your city and your state so I know that this is not boring and that I'm creating good content so I can make more content like this. How much do you expect to make in the next 12 months? $100,000. If you make $95,000 or $105,000 at the end of the year, they will come and ask you, how much did you actually make? You will have to show them proof. Okay. It sounds scary. It's called an audit, but it's really not a big deal. Everybody goes through it. You're going to go through it every year. It's okay. You send them the proof, and then they say, okay, you told us you're going to make $105,000. You told us you're going to make $100,000. You made $105,000. Done. You're terminated. No, they're not going to do that. If you make a little bit more or a little bit less, nothing happens with at least the companies I've worked with. Every company is different. But if there's a big difference, if you say you're expecting to make $100,000 based on your equipment, and you should have already used my video or my calculator to give you an idea of how much you can expect to make. What chapter is this? Yeah, we already covered the video. So yeah, this is chapter 8. Yeah, so we already covered the video. So you already know how much you're expecting to make. And you give them that number, and then they will charge you based on that. If you say, I'm expecting to make 100,000, and then you end up making 200,000, either because A, you lied and you want it to be slick and you underreported, or you really did not expect to make that much money, either way, it doesn't matter whether you did it on purpose or not. They will make an adjustment and they'll say, okay, you owe us this much. It's not usually a crazy amount as long as you are classified correctly. Because I was not classified correctly, my insurance company, I'm currently fighting them for $20,000. I'm like, hey, I can understand 3K, but this other 17K, that's what I'm fighting them over. And it's because and I had to switch companies. So I wish that somebody told me this, because now I'm fighting over $17,000, which is a lot of money. I don't care who you are. That's a ton of money for nothing. One very key tip: you want to make sure you are getting a quote from a company that will quote you based on how much money you make for the rentals, excluding delivery fees, tips, taxes. The first company I was with, they didn't care. Tariq, you said you're going to make $100,000. You made $200,000. Okay, but 50,000 was delivery fees, 25,000 was tips, 25,000 was taxes or whatever. They're like, we don't care. You made 200K. This new company that I'm with, they said, okay, Tariq, you actually made 200,000, but after delivery fees and tips and blah, 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 you actually only made $110,000. So it's very important that you distinguish. So you want to have these conversations. And if you go into the insurance company and you don't know any of these things I just mentioned, you are going to get screwed over. There's no way to sugarcoat it. So you want to have this knowledge before you talk to them, get these quotes, write them down. And this is something you can even do annually. Just keep getting quotes. So I hope this has been helpful. Comment your city and your state so I know that you made it this far in the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.